everybody, how you doing? My name's Dave, and if you're super excited that you got a new toy to play with because this extended COVID lockdown is driving you absolutely insane, you can call me Daveypoo, the mobile music minstrel. How you doing? Seriously, how you guys doing? You okay? You hanging in there? I know in my household that that we're slowly losing our minds here. Look, hang in there, okay? We're almost at the finish line. So let's keep wearing our masks and continue to physically distance and just stay safe out there, guys. Seriously. I'm back today with Eventide Rose. I talk a lot about how things are awesome on this channel, and I try to be generally pretty positive about most apps. This pedal is really special. This is really something unique. First of all, it's not a recreation of an app. So I previously reviewed the Black Hole Reverb pedal, and that was, you know, an app in a PC and an app on the iPad, and it was a preset algorithm for the H9. This is wholly new and totally different. Eventide Rose is a modulated delay. What does that mean exactly? Well, when you're delaying something, you're just copying the signal and repeating it after the fact. This pedal modulates that delayed signal. It moves it backwards and forward in time. It creates all sorts of different types of effects. Chorusing effects, you can create tremolo type effects and flanging, and you can get like comb filtering and all sorts of different stuff. So we'll go through some of what this pedal is capable of as we dive through it. Let's walk through the controls, and it'll help make more sense of some of the presets that I've made in here to show you. So here we've got delay. If I press down on the delay and I turn it, what I'm doing is I'm sweeping through ranges of delay times. This thing can do delay times as short as 0.01 milliseconds all the way up to 50 seconds. So it's a really huge range that you can sweep through. This, you know, allows you to access, so this is the longest range, you know, and all the way down to this is the shortest range, and you can see it reflected here on the ladder. Now I've got a pedal on the floor that's an expression pedal that's plugged in back here that's allowing me to switch presets. That's why you're seeing this switch without me touching things. I'm just going back to the preset I had loaded up at the start. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off. This is your delay knob. It affects, you know, how long your delayed time is. Mix is obviously mixing the completely dry fit signal and the completely wet signal. Filter, what this does is it rolls off the high end on the delays to, you know, give it more of a tape echo kind of effect, make it less digital-like if you roll that up. Feedback is how many delays you get before they completely fade away to nothing. And then depth and rate affect the LFO, that is modulating the delay time. You have, like, I think this is what, a gamma button? That's a delta symbol. I think that's gamma, I want to say gamma, but I may be wrong. Anyway, this button flips the delay so that it plays backwards, which is super cool. And on the slower times, it flips the phase. And then this doubles the length of the delayed time. You have a ladder here that is multifunction, but mainly it corresponds to what preset it's set on. Over here, you've got this other ladder that shows all the different types of LFOs that you can use. You got a regular sine wave and a square wave, an envelope setting, you've got a random setting, which is what we're using now, and then you've got the expression pedal setting. So we'll go through all of this, but now you sort of have an idea of how we're going to get around here. I've got my Gibson SG set up here, and I'm running the SG into the Boss JB2 Angry Driver. This is a brand new pedal. It just showed up in the mail today, so I'm using it because I'm having fun with it. It's basically two drives. It's a Boss Blues Driver and a JHS Angry Charlie together. I've got this set up to flip between the two. I'm really just using the Blues Driver to give it a little extra oomph. So I'm running in my SG into this, which is going into the Eventide Rose. That's running out into a Joyo American Sound, which is off camera, which is running into Joyo Cab Box, which has an Own Hammer, like a 410 Super Reverb cabinet. And then that's running into Black Hole Reverb in case I want to add some reverb later. But right now, the only things you're hearing are the American Sound and the cab box. Everything else is turned off. Here is my neck pickup. Okay, no frills, no big deal. you know, I wanted to make sure that you guys were fully hearing the sound of the Eventide Rose. So let's turn this on. This is the first setting that I have. I have it set up with the random LFO, and I've got this kind of creating a chorusy delay time with some, you know, for some ambience. Here we go. I just realized I did not have my volume knob on my guitar turned all the way up, so that's why the change in gain there. Okay, so you get this really, really rich delay that ends up sort of chorusing with itself as it goes. Now, the Rose thing here lights up, and unfortunately it doesn't translate to the camera very well. Every video I've watched does not show this off. This pedal is beautiful to behold, but the color of the LED in the Rose changes depending on what the shape is. So you have blue for the sine wave, you have yellow for the square wave, green for the envelope, you have purple for the random, and white for the expression pedal input. But I designed this patch especially for long chords, so you could really get that sort of washiness, okay? Now, as I mentioned briefly, this does have an expression pedal input. It will accept numerous types of expression pedals. It will accept a standard, you know, like I have a Moog EP3 expression pedal. I'll throw a picture of it here so you can see it works with that. I have a momentary switch on the floor that's really, it's just a piano sustain pedal extension for a MIDI keyboard, and that works, and that's what's switching my presets here. But then I also have a latching switch on the floor, and it works with all of those. I found that it works best either with the momentary or the expression pedal, but it will work with all of them, and it's assignable. I have it assigned right now to be able to help me switch presets, but I can map it to this button, which will, I can hit a button on the floor and it'll flip the delay and play it backwards, or I can hit the button on the floor and have it double the delay time. So it does a number of different things. I can sweep between multiple presets too with the sweeping pedal. I'll have to do another video on that though, it gets too deep. Okay, so let's go to the next preset and see what I have come up with. If I turn on this, okay, this is not a sound I would ever expect to get from a delay pedal. What's going on here? Well, what I have done is the delay is set on its shortest setting. Now, first of all, the settings in the preset are not reflected by the knobs, okay, because I've saved everything in the memory, so what you're hearing is not what you're seeing. So disregard this for a second. The delay is set super short, and I have the mix turned all the way up, so all you're hearing is the delayed signal, but it's set at its shortest time, so all you're hearing is 0.01 millisecond of delay, which to our ears sounds like the initial signal. We can't detect the difference with our ears. All we're hearing is the affected signal, and I've turned the filter up. The filter now is opening when I hit the strings because I'm controlling the depth of the LFO with the envelope of my signal. So we're hearing only the delayed signal, so we're getting this auto-wah kind of effect. And the rate now will change how long it takes for the filter to close. If I turn it up, it takes a longer time. If I go down here, it goes right away. You see how it takes longer to fade out, okay? Okay, so like I said, I would never expect to get that from a delay pedal. That's only one thing it can do. Let's see what else it can do. Now, this third setting I've got set up like a standard delay. What happens if I want to double that? Now check this out. Pretty neat, okay? Pretty neat. You can set this to like 2 times or 3 times or 4 times, I think up to 5x the delay time to get some really wacky effects. Okay, so this is just a standard delay. No big deal. No frills. Oops, sorry. Let's do this. Oop, I have it turned off. Okay, so this setting I have set to do backwards effects. I mean, so awesome, guys. So awesome. If I flip this around, this is what it sounds like by itself. We're not hearing any dry signal in here, only wet signal. And you can double that. Okay, or you can do all the same things. Now, let's check out the last one I've come up with. This I have set up like a standard flange. Now, I didn't go for subtlety in this because I wanted to show off what the pedal can do. So I don't know that I would use this setting this way. Or I would maybe put the distortion after it so I get more of a univibe kind of effect. Now, what happens if I invert the phase? So in the lower settings, what this does is it flips the phase, and on the in the lowest delay bracket, you can actually get comb filtering effects. So what's a comb filter? I'll try to throw a picture of it up here, but if you imagine a frequency, sorry, like an EQ curve, a flat EQ curve is just a straight line, but let's put 3 peaks in there. Okay, real sharp peaks, and then you move those 3 peaks across the frequency range, and you get a really unique effect. A flange is, you have one sound signal, you duplicate that sound signal, you add a comb filter to that second sound signal, and then you move it back and forth in and out of phase with the original one, and you get a really unique effect. So this actually flips the phase. It just has a different tonal quality to it. Let's turn the rate down. So this is just a very, very high level overview of what this thing is capable of. You're going to see more videos from me, but this thing is spectacular. And as I said, it's not emulating any app that I have. So this is a completely unique effect that's being added to my arsenal, and it can do so much. you see here on the other side of the ladder, you can assign the hot switch anywhere. You can assign the external switch anywhere. So, for instance, I could have the hot switch be to flip the sound backwards. I can have the external button to be to double the time, and then this turns it on and off. So I could do all sorts of crazy live performance things by messing with those two switches, okay? This is really spectacular. I cannot recommend this thing enough. It is expensive, but it's worth every penny because you're getting way more than just a standard delay. You can do so much more with it. So thank you so much, Eventide. This thing is spectacular. And we're going to do more with this. This actually has a micro USB on the side too, so you can MIDI this up to your iPad, and you can control all of these functions with MIDI commands straight from your iPad. So we're going to do that in another video. We're going to talk more about the expression pedals in a different video, but thank you, Eventide. This thing rules. If you like this sort of video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel if you want to know more or see more videos like this. Please go to daveypoo.bandcamp.com, where you can fulfill all of your Daveypoo needs. There's tons of albums there, and most of them are free to download, so lots of free music. Go check it out. Please let me know what you think. You can see me on Facebook. You can see me on Instagram. You can see me on Twitter. I'm on all of those places. I'm chat on the Audio Bus forum all the time, so check me out there. Go check out the Eventide Rose, and hey, I will see you guys next time. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Stay okay, guys. See you next time. Later.